Welcome to the Yup Life podcast. A cow bison hybrid is called a beefalo.
And we're back. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Oh wait, was that it?
That's it. That's the intro.
That's good. Just leave it. Just leave
I
it.
said Cheez-Its in the middle.
That's all. That's all good. First things first. Before we get deep into this, Steven, your eyes are black.
Yeah, I
Look
look
into
like
the
a
camera.
raccoon right now.
Look into the camera.
You look like you got your ass beat.
Dude, look at my pinky too.
Oh,
It hasn't-
it's swollen.
Yeah.
and
It's
colored.
It's been black, I guess, for the past
Did your girlfriend hit you? Do we need to talk about this?
she said she was sorry.
What happened?
It was all my fault.
He fell down the stairs.
Yeah. She said it was my fault. No. I was just in boxing class, and we decided to do sparring, and I don't know, it was just like a freak hit. It wasn't like that crazy. And
Just
he
one?
Just one, and it was like perfect.
Both eyes.
Yeah, it was just on this side too, and I kept on getting hit in the nose the rest
Yeah.
of the time. And when I got to my car, my nose was like just a little swollen. But when I got home, I took a hot shower, and it just dude, I couldn't put on sunglasses the next morning.
It's
Like,
just resting on your...
yeah, it was just
Right?
up here.
Dang.
Yeah, it's okay though.
Is that the
So-
yuppiest thing you did? Get your ass kicked?
Pretty much.
No,
Dude,
you should have finished it. So how's the other guy, huh?
he's perfectly fine. Dude, that same day though, I stepped on like a nail. I hit a
Tetanus.
cubicle super, super hard, like walking. I wasn't looking. And I had like a big old like line right here. It's been a rough week for me physically.
Maybe the CTE is getting to you.
I think so.
Well,
I think so.
I think what you need is a beverage.
Ooh, numb myself? Let's do this.
On the request of Joey, I picked up something.
Ooh. Let me guess. German?
I think it's not German. It's like
Welsh?
Holland or something? I don't know. It is Holland, yeah. There's only two in there?
Oh, this is the stuff that you can reseal?
Yeah.
What?
Grolsch.
I've never had this.
Are these aren't 12 ounces, are they?
I'm not sure.
They're fat, dude.
Where are the freedom units?
Well, good thing I bought four for each of us.
And no dinner.
So these are Holland, Joey, beers.
Yeah, Holland Lager.
Have you had these before?
I have.
I've never had this. Delicious.
Oh, shit.
I want to do that.
Popping bottles.
Whoa!
Shit's on the ceiling. I forgot we had to choose. It's a thick rim. It's like a Heineken-esque.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I like it.
If you're into skunky beers. I used some mouthwash, then ate a hot dog. Now I'm drinking this, so I'm all kind of messed up in the mouth right now.
So you can reseal these, like you're saying?
Yeah, save it for later.
Why would you
like
do
that.
that?
It's a go beer.
To go.
What's the percentage on these bad boys? You know, I kind of threw out the box already.
I don't know. 5%.
5.
15.2 fluid ounces.
Oh, so it is a little bit more.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
almost the
yeah.
pint.
Okay, I'll
If
stop.
you
doing
shake
that.
it and then do it, it's more fun.
Oh, man. I needed this.
The beer or just hanging out?
Both, actually.
Let me guess. It's been a long week.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, when this happened? By the way, your eyes when you got
Monday.
Monday. Oh,
So it looks pretty good
See, but
for
you,
4 days.
you had to deal with this all week.
Yeah, dude. Everybody at work, like, some people at work, like, that are cool with me, they're like,
They
dude,
know.
what the hell?
Oh.
You know? Or people that, like, I barely talk to, they didn't want to, like, bring it up.
Yeah. Like awkward.
Yeah.
They don't want to trust the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Don't ask. Don't tell.
You know what kind of reminds me of Stella?
Yeah.
I can
Ish.
see that.
Yeah, it kind of tastes like Stella.
It's like a skunk drank Stella and then sprayed it into this bottle.
Sounds about right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Close enough.
Joey, what's the? So I guess that'll be your yup. Yeah, like Joey was saying, that's your yuppiest thing.
Yeah.
Joey.
I took a mini vacation, I guess, last week. Went up to Payson. Family cabin is officially sold.
Dang, dude.
Closed and all. So I was up there soaking it in one last time and moving the rest of the stuff out of there. Damn. There's no furniture, so just like slept on an air mattress and no utensils, no pots, pans.
Yeah.
It was pretty archaic or
It's still really nice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was like I was staying in a cabin in the woods. So. We went to Water Wheel again.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That was good. Water was really low.
Really?
Yeah.
I really want to go back to that place.
It was fun. It's not very yuppie, but whatever.
I think it is.
First road trip for the truck.
Oh, did it? How did
survived.
it handle?
It survived. Actually, no, that was the second time
I was
went
gonna
to
say,
Payson.
yeah, you've already gone up there with the
Yeah.
truck.
That's good.
Not that I keep an eye on you.
He has a little tally marker.
You haven't even been in my truck.
No, I don't know what the inside looks like.
Holy.
I don't know. All right, today's topic.
Wait,
What?
your yuppiest thing?
Yeah. So today will be a little interesting
Okay. Why?
because
I mean, it's always
you know what
interesting.
you know what I was thinking about. This is what I always say, like, oh, what's today's topic? And we were like, oh, what is it?
You answer yourself?
I answer it, but the thing is that our description says it what it is.
Yeah.
So they already know.
It's true.
Yeah. I just
We want it to be like a surprise.
Yeah, and it's like, oh wait, it's already explained.
Spoiled it. Spoiled it.
So if you haven't read the description yet,
Yeah.
For those who are listening,
we're going to be talking about musica. Make your body lose control. Dun, 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 dun.
copyright. At the request of a listener that wanted to hear about music.
Dang.
All right. Well, I got a lot of bands and a lot of groups who want suggestions, some new beats. I got you, fam.
Is that like your new bottle cap? You're just going to keep playing the flip top?
You screwed up in getting this
fuck.
thing.
Wait, I didn't buy it? What do you mean?
Well, you told me to get it. You were saying I asked you
Ruben,
what to.
go jump off a bridge.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking for a new host. No, but we had a suggestion about music, so
Let's talk about it.
let's talk about it.
I feel like I always discover like new people before they're out.
I'm still mad at you about one band
Except
in
for that band. They've been out forever.
I've been texting my group of friends for a long time. Past 2-3 years, there's this band called Highly Suspect, amazing, and I always ask them when they come to town. I ask my friends, "Hey, does anyone want to go?" And it's crickets.
Oh, highly suspect.
Yeah, and then that's 3 years ago. I've been asking them every year, and then this year, a couple months ago, Steven texted me saying, "Hey, have you heard of this band before?
Oh my gosh.
They're really good."
Is he just trolling you or?
This true story.
I mean, when Ruben texts, I just don't look at it anyways. So, and it just like, it was something in my mind that I was like, highly suspect. For some reason, I'm thinking about Ruben. Like, have I like heard him say something about this? So then I texted him, and that's like what it is.
Still upset about that.
Oh man, I've been listening to him like every day since though.
So on that kind of topic, do you guys go searching for new music, or do you just I guess what's your new stuff? How do you go about it if you're to look for something new?
I try to listen to the radio, but I have a qualm about the radio. Like,
Ooh.
especially like, I don't know. Do we want to get into like a topic here or
We can just start.
just roll?
Just roll with it.
Okay, so like I would say my favorite genre. Let's start with that. What's your favorite genre?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Let's just list some genres that you know.
Oh, I mean,
There's so many.
Just go for it.
I'll start with the basic rap, hip hop, rock, hard rock.
Indie.
I guess yeah, indie,
Indie pop,
Country,
R&B.
Espanol.
alternative.
mariachi.
They call that. I think they call it Latin actually.
But are you putting everything with in Espanol in Latin?
I think it is
a
like they
bunch.
call it like
There's a right.
Yeah.
as a group.
Then
Like they call it like Latin.
then that's like saying,
Like Despacito is Latin.
but it's like
technically.
Oh, but it's like the like a American.
Yeah.
So like Cardi B,
Would
that
be
word
like
music is Latin.
I think so.
But would you say like mariachi music is?
See, but then that's going
I don't think that's like Latin.
no.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's I don't
What else is there? Pop? We didn't say pop.
Nope.
R&B.
Ska.
I don't know if I
think I
said
said
ska.
that.
Punk rock,
You said ska? Oh. Punk.
psychobilly, punk rock. It's like psychobilly, yeah, something like that.
We're getting deep now.
Yeah. There's like some.
We're getting below the 1%. Yeah. So I would say like my favorite genre is rock, and I try to get my new music from listening to the radio because you would think they would play the newest shit, the hottest shit, right? But today on my ride home, listening to like the most popular rock station in our area.
98 KUPD, what's up?
You know what I heard? Disturbed.
Okay.
Early 2000, mid 2000s.
Okay.
Korn. Late 2000s, early 2000s.
I feel like I was
Metallica. No, I mean, not a new song. It was an older song. And Coldplay, I think.
Damn.
So I'm like,
Just like back to back to back?
yeah, like those four. Those are the four recent songs I heard on the radio on the way here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool, I like this music. Don't get me wrong, but where's the new stuff?
It's. I see what you're saying.
I feel like it's really hard. I don't know, for new stuff. I feel like in the genre of rock, it's harder to become like famous on a new song.
Or do you think rock is just declining in general?
Maybe just declining.
Yeah.
Cause like every time I turn on a rock station, it's always
An
those
oldie.
throwbacks.
Yeah, right.
Like a tried and true song.
Red Hot Chili Peppers or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know where I get new music now. YouTube, like just like pop culture kind of shit, is like the only place I get new music.
Where do you get your music?
I just listen to Spotify, and then Spotify is my big thing, and then
Is there like a new?
Are you talking like new to you or new
I don't
to
know
the world?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was understanding. New to the world.
New to the world. I don't search new to the world.
Oh, okay.
But I don't like I don't go searching for like the new stuff. I just like if it comes up and it's new. Oh, okay, cool.
You haven't heard it before, you mean?
No,
Like that?
but
Or-
yeah.
okay.
But then there's also on Spotify there's a playlist that they have on there that's like all right, like say rock. Okay, it's rock, and they cycle with the new stuff, and it's like the new popular stuff. It's not like you know how everyone's got a CD and it's got like 15 songs and only 2 or 3 are like the big. It
Yeah.
only cycles through those 2, 3 for that person or group or whatever, and then from there, that's how to find. For me, it's how I would find new songs. And then I do still like the radio. I see what you're saying, Joey. I do agree. There's some songs that they do replay, but they do have times when they put new stuff in. I'm constantly listening to like in the morning. I'm listening that radio station like from 8 to 10.
Yeah.
And I always hear the new songs, but I do see what you're saying. There are some.
I think that rock is just kind of tapering off. I think it got dethroned by hip hop last year
Oh, really?
for like the first
top.
time. Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So when I first got my truck, one of the main things I was really excited about was to have a radio.
Because
Right?
it always got stolen.
Yeah. And I was like, hell yeah, like I'm gonna love having a radio and be able to listen to a bunch of like cool songs. And I've had it for like 4 months. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the radio. So like I'm always putting on Pandora or YouTube.
Right. Well, then the other side of the spectrum is everything that plays the new stuff. They play the same damn song 4 or 5 times in an hour when it's like a new hot song.
Oh yeah.
And you hear that shit in the car ride on 2 different stations in like a 10-minute trip.
Dude, Ed Sheeran's Body of You or what?
Oh yeah, Shape of You or
Shape of You?
Yeah.
Oh, wrong one.
No, Let the Body Hit the Floor. Jesus.
That's
Wrong
an old
one.
one too.
Yeah, that's a good
wrong
one though. The Shape of You, I fucking loved when it first came out, right? I was tired of it within 2 weeks.
Now your ears start bleeding.
Yeah, because
Right.
like I just heard it every 5 minutes.
I think that's like the issue now is that record companies, labels, and artists try to get that one big hit. Like they don't come out with like a killer album. They just try to get that one big hit and get that 2 weeks of fame because people are all about instant gratification now. They're not going to sit there and listen to a 12-song album anymore. I think it kind of like steers the artist to be like kind of literally one track minded.
I want to say, disclaimer, we don't know anything about the huge music industry overall because it's a big, massive, like crazy moving animal type of deal thing. Like the huge record label companies, like back in the day, back in like the 90s when like hip hop and stuff like that, when it was just money. It was all about money. It was like legit like thug style. Have you guys ever watched the HBO special with not Out of Compton, but I mean the movie's called Straight Outta Compton, but
NWA?
No, but it's a documentary with Dr. Dre and Jimmy
Eat World.
Yeah, Jimmy World.
No, he's like a big producer.
I don't follow producers.
I remember back in the 90s though, they're like
The
music.
Defiant Ones. Sorry, I didn't mean. I just
That was
it.
perfect. Good.
Go ahead.
Oh no, keep going.
Oh, the thing is like big record companies, they kind of controlled everything in the industry, and it was very you had to be very skilled or had a talent and everything come to that now. But now with the ease of the internet, everyone can just record. Everything's like you can do self-recording and stuff like that. So
Right.
those big companies have kind of, they're still there, but not as big and powerful as they once were. I forgot why I was going off on this.
Well, I was saying that the trend is like people are trying to get that one hit wonder.
Oh, and I'm just saying, yeah, okay. Thank you. But
Maybe not necessarily pressured by the record label, but pressured by society and their demand for instant gratification.
Yeah.
They only want to hear the best songs and the popular songs.
yeah, for an artist, they'll get that, but then they have to keep it going as well because you've heard a lot of one-hit wonders and then disappear. Did you guys hear about Demi Lovato? I'll talk about that later.
She's in rehab.
She's in rehab? Was it really a overdose of heroin?
I don't know what drug, but I heard she overdosed and then is officially in rehab because she just recovered at the hospital. I don't know. That's all I heard.
Yeah, sorry to sidetrack.
I remember back in the 90s though, there was there's ridiculous budget for music videos. And like one of the major one was like Jay-Z. It wasn't 99 Problems. It was probably like Big Pimpin'.
Oh yeah.
And dude, like they're on yachts, fucking just a bunch of crazy shit. And like
Right.
the record label just paid for all of that. We play football all the time.
I know. I try to go to a spot where you're not gonna be.
I was trying to spread myself. Dude,
Speaking of music videos, I used to love waking up in the morning and watching them on MTV.
Dude, MTV is no longer about music.
Why do they even call it MTV anymore?
I don't know. They call it RTV.
Reality?
Yeah. Dude, it's so crazy.
So let's go through your life and music, starting from the beginning. What was like the first album that you actually bought? CD, whatever.
Cassette, Papa Roach.
That you actually bought it?
Yep.
Wow. What was the title of it?
I can't remember the title of it, but it was the one with the "Cut My Life into Pieces."
Yeah.
This is my last resort.
Almost their one hit wonder, right?
Oh, they're still popular. They're still big.
I really?
Yeah,
big.
They're still big.
What is big to you?
They're touring. They play big concerts in Europe. I mean, they're still around here.
Yeah.
But Europe is a big concert for rock. I think there's a festival called Reading or something Reading. That's where rock is at. It's all the way in the other side of the realm.
When I think big, I think like topping charts, topping billboards, that kind of thing.
Those aren't real.
They don't exist. I mean, that's like that's what people. That's like statistically what people listen to.
No one cares about numbers.
That's how you make money in music.
It's all about what you feel. It's all about speaking out to the people.
I'm just speaking facts here.
I'm speaking to the heart.
Skunky Peter's getting to you guys, dude.
No, I'm just very, very passionate about music. That's all. Music's like one of my.
That's why I'm trying to take like opinion out of this because.
It's hard for me not to. Not
remember when
it.
we said what would you rather do is be blind or be deaf?
Mm-hmm.
We're both like be blind.
Oh, yeah,
We're like,
sure.
fuck that.
I said I'm one of
So the first album you bought.
It's a twofer. I think I got it as a package. I don't know why.
Mm.
But it was DMX Rough Riders.
That's gonna give it to you.
Yeah. And then also Limp Bizkit. No.
Chocolate
Who's
Starfish.
Chocolate Starfish and
That's Limp
Hot
Bizkit.
Dog
Yeah.
flavored water?
Yeah.
That was mine.
Keep rolling, rolling. What?
I think I bought the Rob Zombie album. The one with like Dracula on it.
I don't remember this.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know any Rob Zombie songs?
No, I don't think I
If
do.
you knew any, it would be like that one in that
Yeah?
album. Yeah.
I feel like I just know him from movies.
His movies or
Yeah,
like
his movies.
Did you?
I don't think I've seen his movies.
No?
No.
Did you ever play Twisted Metal?
Yeah, of course.
In one of his songs was in there, and
Mhm.
I think Twisted Metal 2 or 3, he was an actual playable character
Oh, really?
in one of them. Yeah,
Like he had his own car.
yeah.
Nice.
It was pretty cool.
I feel like if I listened to a Rob Zombie song, I would know it.
You would know.
You would for sure.
I believe his brother is Power Man 5000. When the worlds collide.
I'll believe you.
Yeah, I'm almost certain it's something like that.
I don't know.
You don't know either?
I don't know.
Or when he was in the 80s or whatever, White Zombie.
What?
It still exists. Doesn't
Wait.
White Zombie still exist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's him.
Why don't I know all like these things that you guys know, man? I like this.
I think we just listen to different types of music. So, did you guys listen to tapes, cassettes at all? Like a lot or like
Not
a little bit and then CDs came in?
Yes.
I had one that was on repeat. It was Sublime.
Yeah.
I remember growing up though and like trying to record your own music on the radio.
Yeah. That
Like, fuck, this is my song. Start recording.
when I was younger, my brother and we shared a room, and I always remember he had like this. He got a stereo for Christmas, and I remember him always. Oh, I like this song. Hits the record on it was a cassette and CD player, and he'll hit the record button on the cassette. Yeah, just to do the same thing. Like, gotta get that song.
It's like the first piracy of music.
It was, wasn't it?
Or just like recording another tape.
Oh, and then you'll get mad if you record it too long and the DJ starts talking like, "Oh no, you just want you just wanted that song."
Or if you miss like the first like 2 seconds, you're like, shit.
Yeah.
So then you guys had like Walkmans with
Oh yeah.
With
the CD player Walkmans, or
with non-skip.
yeah. Well, before that there wasn't. It was like walking around like holding it like a freaking pancake, trying not to bend it in half.
Dude, I forgot about my like Walkman. I used to use it every night to go to sleep.
With like music or like
Yeah, with
Zen sounds or something.
with music. Dude,
I want to show you guys, but keep going. I want to draw something.
did you have a Walkman?
Like a CD player?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ran on like AA's or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my god, nostalgia right now.
And then MP3s started coming out. You'd have like some off-brand MP3 player. Some people got some iPods. Yeah. I had, I think the only iPod I ever owned was two. I owned two. I had a Shuffle, like the smaller one, and then I had the video. Remember the video?
No, the
iPod video.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
one.
it was like the first one that had color screen on it.
I remember that one. It was a
Mhm.
big deal. I had like the really off. You could see the one that I had on Chris Brown's music video.
Was it a Zune?
It wasn't. It was like a little white one. It looked like a
Okay.
little bean.
Yeah, I had one of those little ghetto ones too, like
yeah.
offshoots.
And then what I had, I think I had a Zune.
Mm-hmm.
That's back when you could just download hella music on LimeWire.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And then it was FrostWire after that.
Yeah, I think FrostWire is still out there though.
Did you ever get the ones where you download? It's like, this is the U.S. government.
No,
It's like,
are you serious?
It was just a recording. Yeah,
That's
it was
stupid.
dumb. Just to scare you. Or
It was the
something.
first Rickrolling.
Yeah, basically.
Dude, fucking LimeWire, man.
And then MP3s came out. You had to buy music. Well, Napster was out for a bit
Right.
when it was free, quote unquote.
Was Napster the same thing as like LimeWire, but just got kicked?
I think it
off
was
right
like,
away?
I think Napster came before LimeWire.
Yeah, but like, what happened to it?
They were like it was like a legit company.
Oh, okay.
And they were giving away music, but they got caught for copyright reasons. And then LimeWire is like sharing between people.
Right, so it's kind of a
Yeah.
This is really bad graph and horrible, but this is something I learned back in.
It's making me dizzy.
Yeah, it's a graph. It's kind of like a way of how music evolved throughout the years. It's really bad, and the timelines are pretty off. But the best way I can explain it is that the distance between each period shown is shortened. So, for instance, the first one is vinyl, recording, and then all of a sudden it went to, I think 8 tracks was next.
Okay.
And all of a sudden it was cassette tapes. And then if you look at the time period, the distance in between all of them is shortening. It's just showing how fast, rapidly stuff is evolving.
Gotcha.
I learned that in a history course in high school, and I wish I paid more attention because I would draw that better. But the whole background is that between each change of type of recording or listening format, thank you, it shortens as we keep going. Because like we just got through MP3s and also went to MP4s. Now we're just streaming.
MP4s are videos.
Music videos. Everyone streams music videos.
I feel like that's with technology. Period.
True.
It is.
Yeah. I just saw the vinyl thing and it reminded me of. Do you guys remember that if you played a track backwards or upside down, you could hear like the devil or whatever?
Yeah.
Shit's hilarious.
So after illegal and legal movie downloading,
Yes,
I think we're finally into streaming everything.
I think so.
When was the last time and what was the last piece of music you purchased?
I feel like Ruben buys it all the time.
I used to.
Damn, what have I bought? Oh, I know. I worked at Best Buy, so we just had a hella discount, and I bought this 3-piece disc set of The Weeknd.
Really?
Yeah, it's like his first, I guess, 3 albums, and they were sick. That's all I listened to for about a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So why don't you do that anymore?
I can stream everything.
I know, but why don't you like get a whole album? Like I guess Spotify doesn't have all the music in the world, right?
No.
And you can pay a premium to listen to whatever song you want. Is that correct?
I think
Yes.
so.
On their
Yes.
You choose what song it is?
database.
Well, the way it works is you can listen to any song you want, but you have to, for instance, if you're not paying for it, you have to go up there and...
You have to shuffle it. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. But
Well,
if you pay for it, you can listen to whatever.
Mhm.
But they don't have every song on there.
They have quite a bit, but no, technically
like-
they don't have everything.
Like you want to listen to a whole album. What do you do to listen to it now? If it's not on Spotify.
You know what's funny? I don't want to listen to a whole album.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is it that instant gratification or just a lack of interest?
I think even just, I don't know, maybe you guys will disagree with me, but I think no matter what era, an album isn't always the best because there's songs on there that are gonna suck.
Right.
Like Drake's new album, like there's 2 or 3 songs that are huge, but the rest of them, they're not that great.
But I would think, or from my personal experience, back when I was listening to CDs,
Yeah.
I listened to the whole album and 70 to 80% of the songs were good. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
But did you not have like your 2 favorite songs that you'd always skip to?
Right.
Yeah.
But I would still like the Drake example.
Yeah.
Do people still even listen to the other songs, or is it like just because it's like readily available? You know what I mean? Since you can hop around however you want,
Yeah.
you can listen to whatever you want. Is it just like the physical limitation of listening to a whole album, or I just feel like back in the day, listening to an album was like
The thing.
yeah. You pop a CD in your car, you listen to the whole thing.
I don't even think that was me personally. I don't even say that's a thing. What people did was like they would take a bunch of songs from everything that they liked, burn a CD, and they'll listen to that instead. Like, yeah, they'll buy it just so that you can have that song, but then they'll like, okay, well, I like this one, that one. You know,
Right.
To me, I think it's always been they try to make a mix out of it.
I always dropped a whole CD in there and just listened to it on my Walkman.
Yeah,
You never did that?
I'll listen to it, but ever since I got the capability of being able to switch around.
That's what I'm saying before that time.
Well, yeah, because it wasn't there.
Right. Well, I mean, you could switch CDs out and skip to songs, but
I wouldn't carry. I mean, also I was probably still really young at that time. I was still young to, I don't know, carry or have like a bunch of CDs.
right.
Because let's see, how old would you say? I mean, we're all the same age. How old did you guys say CDs came out, or at least we had?
I
would say
preteen.
CDs came out. I had a Walkman when I was like 6, 7, or 8.
Okay, yeah,
like the CD player.
There we go. That
I had it in grade school. Yeah.
When did you get your first MP3 player? How about that?
Probably early to mid high school.
For me, it was like I want to say middle school.
Yeah, maybe 7th, 8th grade,
Yeah.
9th grade.
I think I'm in that 7th, 8th grade range. Once you had that capability,
Yeah.
I think I see what you're saying, Joey. Yeah, you just pop it in and listen to it. But I think overall it was quickly changed just because we were exposed to capabilities of
So it's
switch.
the physical. It's the physical limitation.
I still think though it's like an event almost. If you're gonna listen to an album, it's almost like you're gonna sit down and watch a movie.
Like a road trip.
Yeah.
You'll pop a CD in and listen to
They
it.
still have like record what is it called? It's like listening parties.
Mm-hmm.
You listen to the whole thing.
Right. Like the release.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. Albums are tough, man.
Yeah, the whole thing for me.
I don't know why people even make albums anymore if people don't listen to it. Just to have it out there.
There
like,
is a lot of people like in the hip hop realm. There's a lot of people that just drop singles.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it's changed.
That's why I'm asking, is this forcing the industry into something that shouldn't be or doesn't need to be?
I still think it's a cool thing. Like, it's still viewed as a cool thing to have, let's say, like the Drake album.
Mm-hmm.
Like, once it dropped, everybody went and bought it. Like, you couldn't find, like, they were sold out everywhere.
Yeah.
So, it's still a thing.
Physical copies?
Physical copies.
Right.
So, it's still a thing. Like, it might just be, like, the cool thing. Like, hey, I got the Drake album.
Collectors
yeah.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But are they going to sit there and, like, listen to it over and over,
I don't know.
It's funny, just a thing. I guess this would be a later topic, but when we have things here at the house or just anywhere, if people don't put CDs on, even for a party. It's always just streaming a playlist or something.
I don't have a CD player.
Yeah.
So
it's just funny how it's evolving.
I feel like the mood would be really weird if you just stuck in a whole CD of just one artist.
Well, back in the day when the CDs were still a thing, you would have those 6 to 12 or to who knows how many different CD holders.
The disc changers?
Yeah, and then you would hear it play and it'll skip around. Like it'll take like a good 30 seconds to unload that CD, put it back in the tray, turn it around, load it back up, pick that spot, and then start playing.
Do you guys remember ever attending a party during that time and people would bring their own CDs?
Yeah.
Yeah, to be like, I want to listen to this song, put it on.
Any family event, my parents or my aunts and uncles, they would do that.
Yeah, bring their own CDs.
Yeah.
See, that was cool. That was like a thing about a party. That was like, an element of a party.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, push play on Pandora. That's it. We'll listen to it.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, there's some people that would be like, yo, bruh, give me
the aux cord.
Yeah, the aux cord.
Right. But I mean, it's like, I don't know. I feel like music has moved from something that's kind of centric to something that's just background.
I would
like the party example.
I would disagree because I feel like I don't know. I feel like whatever movement there is, there's always a music tied to it. Do you know what I mean?
Movement? What do you mean?
Oh,
Like I don't.
I think I got a good example.
Go ahead.
I think one of you guys were saying how Redbone by Childish
Gambino?
Yeah, that song is like our song of our generation or something like that.
Redbone?
Really?
Was it? Someone said that to me.
Not me.
Oh, I think it was my coworker that mentioned to that me. But it's been listed as a song of our generation, that style or something like that. I don't know what movement, but I guess the vibe.
That's another question I have is our generation of music going to stand the test of time?
Yes.
We're going to listen to Drake 20 years from now and be like, this is a classic.
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
His these one-off songs by people.
It's not going to be everything, but there's going to be one or two three, a handful, I would say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the same thing. I think Drake would probably stand the test of time.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know. I don't want to shit on anybody. I don't know. Maybe like Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
We're probably not. Gonna listen
I
to
guess
him.
here's a better question. Is there a bigger percentage of artists back in the 80s, 70s that are still lasting than there will be from this decade?
I got something. I see what you're saying, and I got something to counter that.
It was just a question. You want to answer it first?
No, I think I just want to. I got something for that though.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was limited. There wasn't as much music as there is today. Just be saying that it's easy or not.
Period.
Yeah. There's
Right.
just a variety of more stuff.
So you would think that there's more people that stand the test of time because there's more variety.
More people. That's a good one.
Like more equals more.
That would make sense as like direct correlation or whatever.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
if you like,
Do you understand what I'm asking?
yes.
No.
So like,
You think back to the oldies, like
Yes.
Michael Jackson,
there's just a shit ton.
Rolling Stones, AC/DC, Ozzy Osbourne even. Like
This is
Yeah.
the way I think about it though.
Mhm.
Is if you go back to that time,
yeah.
and let's say the Michael Jackson era, right? How many other like artists were there that we don't listen to anymore? You know
In
what I mean?
his like genre.
In just his era.
Well, I wasn't alive, so
Well,
I
yeah.
can tell you, but
So it's just a shit ton,
Mhm.
and then there's Michael Jackson,
Right.
and I feel like even today there's going to be the same thing. So I don't think there's going to be like I don't know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to say
This
it.
is a hard topic.
Yeah. Here's kind of a similar question. Why does it appear like people were so into artists and bands more so back then they are now? Like such a cult following of Michael Jackson or big name bands. Does that still exist today? Like, do people go crazy and like take their shirts off over
I'm gonna
bands today?
I think I'm going to go back to that. My thing about it's just that there's more variety now. So people, I want to say back then, maybe that's you're kind of limited as much back then,
Right.
But now you got a lot of different things.
So you're less excited about it?
yes, to a certain extent.
That's what I'm trying to get. Like, why isn't music
Not-
so centered in our lives as much as it appeared to be back then? Like I said, I wasn't alive, but you hear your parents talk about music and they're like so passionate about it.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, did you hear that banger that came out last week? And now it's a dead song 2 weeks later.
I could see that.
I guess I can't explain this well enough to you guys, but
I could see that. There's like, oh man,
like you put on a fucking vinyl record back in the day and that's like the life of the party.
yeah. And people love that song, like they felt it in their soul.
Right. And now it seems like to anyone I talk to or to like just the vibe of things,
Yeah.
it's like it's music, you know, like
I think we just like we're just too saturated.
are you a
with it.
diehard fan of a certain person or a certain group?
Die Hard, no. I wouldn't say I'm never.
See,
I
that-
wouldn't be a Die Hard.
That doesn't exist anymore. I mean, I know why people are like, oh dude, I fucking love Drake.
Mhm.
Like those huge name people. But like generally when I ask people like, oh, who's your favorite band? Yeah, I don't know. I listen to all kinds of music. No, who's your favorite band? Like,
Yeah,
who's your favorite
That's-
group?
I see. It doesn't. Yeah, okay, you're right. It doesn't exist more anymore. Well,
And I think it could be the variety.
Not. I was gonna say Guido's. Insane Posse.
Insane Cloud Posse?
What are they called?
Oh,
Gigolos.
Gigolo. Wait.
No, no.
Juggalo.
The Juggalos?
The
Yes.
Juggalos.
I'm just trying to like ask this question from like the old person, you know?
Yeah.
Joe, you're showing your age.
And I'm probably like the least fan of music out of all you guys.
Maybe.
I listen to it just to
For
listen to
sure.
it.
Ruben's the
Like
top.
I listen to music just to listen to music. I don't like listening to music for like, oh, this makes me feel good or like any
okay.
emotional reason.
I listen for the feels, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
It gets to me. It speaks to my soul.
You know what though? we're kind of like that with Catastro.
Oh, I guess that's a good point.
We go to every single one that we can.
But I asked you the question, who's your favorite band? You didn't tell me Catastro.
I never even.
But then again, like I guess it goes back. There's so many. I could go on.
I didn't even answer your question, bro. It's Catastro.
Like I'm not I love rock.
Mm-hmm.
It's always going to be evolving. I don't think it's going to get saturated. Pardon me. Really,
That's
sorry.
what I was going to say. Is it getting saturated?
I don't think it is because these people are still selling out stadiums.
Right.
Drake is still selling out stadiums. All these. Another thing too is it's kind of it's still. I would say it's still new. It's been around for years, but EDM and stuff like that. Those are huge.
Oh, dude,
huge,
that's
huge.
really up and coming.
Yeah.
That's a whole topic in itself.
Yeah, but again, that's music, and it's,
I would
crowds and crowds.
I would
Go ahead.
I would kind of compare like the EDM following to classic like 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s music.
Because people travel.
People travel. There's huge followings. It's like
huge.
They go for the experience. They go for like the community, and it's just like a huge cult following.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I just don't see that in music anymore.
Here's a two-parter, right? One, it's cool not to be too into anything nowadays.
Why is that?
I don't know. Like it's almost like
Because you're a weirdo. Because you're too obsessed with it.
maybe, yeah. And they're like, oh, like that's all he likes, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And people nowadays are more geared to have a variety of likes. Second, none of us are. I want to say none of us have like an addictive personality, like within us. Yeah. Ruben, except for Ruben. And like, there are people that get like, I don't know, Machine Gun Kelly tattoos.
Right.
Or, like there are people that just have one person and they're ride or die.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're like that. Any of us.
Yeah.
Like
So.
you're saying, maybe it's just because it's not in our group, we don't see it.
Could be.
That's another.
Yeah.
Because I know there's groups of people out there that only listen to like rap, let's say. So then they have their own thing. Like I feel like we all listen to everything within this group.
Yeah.
Except country.
Except country, dude.
I can't.
There's some.
There's 2 or 3 songs that I'm into.
Like the big ones or like
probably, yeah. They're more probably like pop-ish.
pop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Eric Church.
Yeah. Kind of off topic. What was that one person that won like rock song of the year? And it was like a pop artist.
Beck. Oh.
It was
know.
like, I think it might have been Bruno Mars or Taylor Swift or something.
They won the rock.
It was like the top rock song of the year.
It probably was Taylor Swift.
And I was like, how does that even, who's picking these genres?
That's what I'm saying, man. Who cares about the Billboard? It's not even a real thing. You guys finally get me, man.
This skunky beard's dead to you, bro.
It's just the music, man. It's all about what you hear and what you feel. Like I said, I really love music. It's just one of those things.
I got another.
Hit me.
With your
Wrench.
Not like this. Not like what he got, but
Give you
hit
2
me.
black eyes. I got another one. What the hell happened to musical instruments?
What are those?
Oh yeah, dude, that's no longer
What are
a
those?
thing.
Like,
I'm just kidding.
I'll just use you an example. Like, you love playing guitar.
Yeah.
I would assume you played it like every day. Like high school, you played it a lot.
Yeah.
But how much do you play it now?
Nah, hardly ever.
Is there a reason? Other than like lack of time, is there a reason why you lost interest?
I just don't know where I was gonna go with it. I guess I've always I always wanted to do like the whole band thing and like still and play, but like I guess I
didn't want it to be a hobby though, or just for fun. Like you enjoy
I
doing
enjoy
it.
it. I
Yeah.
do love it, but the thing is, I started realizing like I want the bigger picture to it, and I need to find people that
Ruben wants to be a rock star.
I still want to.
He wants the stardom.
Yeah, but that was the whole thing. It's hard.
He
Why?
also lives in some like apartments and stuff now where you can't
True.
can't play.
I mean, what headphones on? Like,
Not true, I guess.
can't make excuses about that. If you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it. If you
I
enjoy it.
If I play, my roommate start complaining like, "Turn that shit off!" And you suck.
Boo.
Yeah.
I grab my tomatoes, grab my tomatoes out of the fridge and start throwing them at him.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
So, I don't really know many people that barely even own a musical instrument anymore. Yeah. What happened to that?
I don't know, man.
I think it's just okay. After what you maybe brought up a little bit was that maybe we're just in the wrong group of people.
We're not artistic.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I also think like nowadays everybody wants to work easier. Like it's so much easier to make a beat, let's say, on a computer, or you can even simulate like drums on something electronic.
our friends that are like into music as a hobby are like quote unquote DJs.
True.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
They don't own a guitar. They don't own the drums. Who owns a set of drums anymore?
Oh God, I wish I
used to.
I wish you kept those.
They're so cool.
I wish you kept those.
That's like kind of the hipster in me is like, man, like that's why I said music as an art form has like totally changed. It's like instruments are no longer like a thing anymore.
And it's always going to be evolving. I mean,
To the point of eliminating instruments? Like that's crazy.
I don't think to that extent, but it's just I don't know. Like think of everyone used to play the trumpet or not trumpet, but in like
art class or not art class.
Think
music
of
class.
classical music. I'm going off a big tangent. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just add to this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so used to hearing like, I don't know, just electronic beats and stuff like that. And the other day, just me and some other people, we got super drunk, right? And
Go ahead.
huh?
Nothing.
Okay. And we were just like watching YouTube videos, and something popped up where it was one guy. His name was FKJ, right? Look him up. And he knows how to play every instrument, so he starts like playing the saxophone.
Oh, and he ties them all together?
Yeah, and then he starts going over
stuff
here
like
and
that,
plays
yeah.
like the drums.
So he plays a whole song.
Yeah, but then you're so entrenched and like, I don't know. That got me back to really liking instruments and people that are really, really talented. Like you can't beat that.
Right.
That's a talent and skill.
But would you
I
say
think
that it's
both.
a dying art?
Yeah, but personally, I would rather see that than a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Like DJing is cool and all, but
Yeah.
that's a skill, man.
Right. Like I've been to plenty of like EDM shows and concerts and stuff. And I saw Metallica live. Oh my
you
God.
really?
It was the coolest thing.
last year?
I wouldn't say it's the coolest thing ever, but yeah, it was
last
last
year, right?
Yeah. Like
And
just seeing like people playing instruments that well and just the noises they make, it's like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's all fake. They had a CD running.
Like instrument syncing, like
Yeah.
lip syncing or whatever.
It's hilarious.
Is lip syncing or lip singing?
Singing. Lip singing.
Is it?
Lip sync battle. Nope, it's syncing.
That's what I thought.
You're right.
I think it's singing.
They're instrument syncing.
syncing. Because
Dollar?
you're in sync.
You're syncing the music with your.
$5.
Oh.
$5?
20.
Bet now I'm searching.
20 and two more black eyes.
No, I'm out.
Just $1. How about $1?
$1. I'm saying singing.
Lip sync.
Lip sync, or lip synchronization for short.
Better pay me my money.
Hold on.
Common errors in English usage: lip sing.
God dang it. It's that West Side education.
was sweet. So yeah, I love lip syncing battles.
Some of those are funny.
How about this? All of us played instruments when we were younger. You used to play a saxophone, then guitar.
Dude,
didn't you play
what?
something?
The sexy?
Only played the guitar.
I thought you played something in grade school.
I have never blown an instrument.
No, I thought you were in there for like a day or a week.
I've literally never blown into an
Did
instrument.
you put that hardwood in your mouth?
No.
Man, I
the
swear.
reed thing.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Dude, you gotta lick the reed. It's a whole thing.
No, seriously, I haven't though.
Alto saxophone back in the day, and I'm
Dang.
probably still shitty at it.
Smooth jazz, man.
Smooth jazz. That's all I want. I wanted to do the smooth
Epic
jazz.
sax man.
Yeah. I want to be the Kenny G of saxophones.
Dang.
Does anyone know who? Probably everyone knows who Kenny G is after Katy Perry. I mean, like our people know we know who Kenny G is, but younger generation probably doesn't know who Kenny G is.
Okay. Did Katy Perry reference Kenny G?
Last Friday night.
Okay.
And then there's like, hey, it's my uncle Kenny G, and then he just starts doing his thing. On the clarinet.
I haven't listened to too much Katy Perry. I just look at her.
Squidward.
Where was I going with this? Jesus Christ, focus.
You're saying I played the sax,
okay.
sax guitar?
So, back in the day, everyone, you're younger, and played instruments, but maybe that's a typical thing. You start playing when you're young, and then you start figuring out what you want to do, and like kind of stuff like that, and like phase out things that you don't do.
Right.
I'm saying like probably our younger generation, they're kind of the same, maybe, possibly, as in like, pardon me, that they had instruments they were playing as like a young teens or whatnot, and all of a sudden they changed out of it.
Right.
There's a thought reason why it's not as popular, or you don't see that anymore. That's just my thought.
But then it translates into like the final product of production of music. And don't quote me, but it looks like there's a decline of musical instruments being used to produce music.
Can we find sales of music?
While we do that, I think there's also a very tight correlation between how to get laid and
playing an instrument
and playing an instrument,
especially now,
right? Yes. So I think there's a generation where having a car, that's all you needed right, to get laid. So all those people knew how to work on cars, right? Then there's a generation of like how to be like artistic and like know how to play instruments and stuff. Those people got laid. I think nowadays, like right now, it's like if you're in shape and know about fashion, that's what gets you like laid.
So you think the reason why nobody plays instruments anymore is because it doesn't get you laid?
Ooh, here we go.
I think so.
So, whatchamacallit? You know what? So Joey just pulled, we have the TV up right now for our listeners. Joey just pulled up an article called What the Electric Guitar's Decline in Popularity Tells Us About the Current State of Music. One of the things, and that's the end of the title. Joey, one of the things I think we talked about just bullshitting around.
Electric guitar sales have dropped by a third. Yeah.
Was it Gibson? No, Gibson. They filed bankruptcy.
No way.
Yeah, I think.
What?
I didn't know that.
I think it was. I want to say it was Gibson Guitars that filed bankruptcy. You got it.
I can't fucking spell.
May
1st
of this year,
2018.
Yeah. So you're right, Joey.
That's a renowned company that sells guitars.
Yeah. It's for people who don't know, they are like the guys.
I feel like when you think music, well, not now, but when you think music, you think electric guitar, right? Like that is like the lead instrument, like back in the day.
If I put myself in
70s,
like the
80s, I want to say
the hair rock era.
Yeah,
there you go.
Right.
Yes.
Like classic rock, like electric guitar.
Van Halen.
When you think music, what do you think? I guess in terms of producing music, what do you think?
Producing?
Like rhyming or electronic beats, or
I think about a keyboard.
like a
Electronic.
electronic keyboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I still think about drums and guitars.
Do you?
When you're saying about you're gonna make some music, I that's what I see.
Yeah.
But
you're old school.
well, I mean, yeah, I love that stuff. I just love everything.
So all in all, whatever the hell you listen to, how does music impact you, your life, or the people around you?
Jesus, dude. Do we have time for Ruben?
How about you, Joey? How would you say?
All right, I'll start.
Yeah.
I think I said it before, but because I don't particularly care for the music of this decade, it's kind of just background noise. It kind of breaks up the silence.
Okay.
I like listening to the older stuff because that gets me going. when I say older, I mean like stuff I grew up in, like the stuff my dad listened to, like the Metallica, Iron Maiden, AC/DC, Black Sabbath, that kind of stuff. And like the stuff that I listen to, like Linkin Park and Korn and
you're a big Linkin Park.
dude, I loved Linkin Park. That was like I think that was the second CD I bought.
R.I.P.
Rip. But yeah, the new stuff, it's like, it's a cool song to listen to a couple times, and then it's like it's old. I don't know. I'm kind of bitter about music now today. A bad
Sounds
taste.
like
a bad taste. in my mouth.
Sounds like a little salty.
How has it impacted, or how does it impact?
How does it?
Okay.
Like, what does it do for you? What does music mean to you?
Right now, I really use it to put me in moods of things. Like, I want to be in the mood to go out tonight. Let's get that track going, you know, or let's get this thing going. Or hey, I got to go work out. Let's fucking do this. Or hey, I got to go to sleep, or I got to chill. Let's put this song on.
You make it sound like a drug.
It could be, dude. Like, 'cause it can really affect. Because, like, dude, there's sometimes where it's in the middle of the day. There's no fucking reason for me to be like, I guess, sad. But if there's like a sad song on, you're just like, fuck. Like,
You let it enter you.
yeah, you're just like, fuck, man. And like, yeah. So I don't know. That's how it impacts me, I guess, right now. It's impacted me a lot before, but that's how it is right now.
You know, music has always been like huge. Think about if you go back to like just like even like tribal type of deal things. You know, you got like
ceremonies.
But the music was even if you go to a church, you know, music is a big part of it. It's
fun fact to me, I was like one of the bellboys.
Oh, really?
Christian church.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's interesting.
You played the electric triangle.
The electric bell.
Ring-a-ding-ding-ding.
More cowbell. Music has always been one of the part that it's always like a cultural thing, as in where I feel like we need it, you know, as in it's just like you're saying, to change your moods and stuff like that. For me, it goes way deep. It changes my moods, also how I see things as perspective, also like how I'm feeling, like the songs talk to me, I'm talking to the song, like I let it, like it's a whole.
That's deep.
It's music to me is like I said, big part. If we're talking about this later, if I had to choose blind or be deaf, I would go blind before I need music.
That's so crazy.
I'm just very, very passionate. You know, those people that all these songs, a lot of the songs, I would say a lot or a handful, they're real. You know, they're people telling their experiences and stuff like that, and you know what they lived through. Some of them are just, hey, let's have a party, type of deal thing. You know, and you can't go wrong with just having a party and just like you know, it speaks to me, and I don't know. It just impacts me deeply. All my parents' music, all the stuff. Like one of the things I always remember, my mom used to listen to Earth, Wind and Fire, or even dude. I love Earth, Wind and Fire. I can go into like some old school songs, but one of the memories I have, like when I was younger, I didn't understand those lyrics, but it reflects. I just remember being younger, running around the house, and just like, you know, my mom's there, she's doing stuff around, but like it's just one of those memories. Is like when I hear it, I see it. I see it all together. So to me, it's how I relate to things, how I feel. It's just a whole big shebang.
Dude, on that, like sometimes if I turn on like the Spanish radio station, or like I don't know why, but I'm listening to Spanish music, right? And I know all the lyrics to a song. And I'm like, this was like way before me. Like, why the fuck do I know this?
Right.
And it's because my parents were listening to it. Like, maybe just like Saturday mornings, like cleaning the house, and they would have it on. And you're just like, what the fuck? Like, why do I know this song? Yeah. It's because of that.
Yeah.
That's so funny. But on Ruben's point, it's so tied culturally and just with humans, I guess, in general, that if you look back, there's always a type of a genre of music if you go back through the eras.
Exactly.
Right?
What do you mean?
So right now,
Like the 80s was this, the 90s was that.
yes. So like there's the I don't know. There was the dancing movement right before this.
Yeah.
I want to say it was like the jerk, all that kind of other stuff. Right before that, it was like the West Coast, East Coast rapping.
Dude, I couldn't tell you anything from the past 15 years.
Are you
Well,
serious?
the boy bands.
Right, yeah, boy bands.
That was like 90s, right?
That was like, I think so.
Or are you thinking like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys?
That's
Yes.
what. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
98 degrees.
Then there was like the boy bands. Then there was like, was it the punk rock right before that?
I would say
Because
so.
they rebelled.
Like Blink 182.
Yeah.
Like that kind
That's
of
like
stuff.
Yeah.
2000s.
Was that was
Dude,
after?
Blink- yeah.
That was after
they
the boy
rebelled,
bands.
They rebelled against the boy bands.
Yeah.
It was like at the same time. / they were
Some 41.
they were like roughly at the same time. They're a little bit further ahead, or
When was like Nirvana and stuff?
early 90s.
90s for sure.
That was early 90s?
Yep. No,
Before boy bands.
well, it was when It Smells Like Teen Spirit. I believe that was 91.
Holy fuck.
Yep,
Like that stood the test of time.
definitely.
Um
Do you think it's because he shot himself, or
No.
like like the whole tragic story kind of helped?
It was
into
good. It was good and still listened to before that.
you know what's funny though?
I think that cemented it.
yeah.
Let's just say
Okay.
that.
There's something about that though. Like dying young is like you die a legend almost. I think I don't know. I always quote the Joker, but he
Like
says
Batman Joker?
Yeah, dude. I always like quote him for a bunch of different shit, but he says what does he say? Like you either die a legend or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Oh, right.
So if you die a legend, usually people always remember you. They always listen to your shit.
Heath Ledger was the Joker.
Heath Ledger, bro.
Oh, wow.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dude, we should just cut that right there. We just leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in.
Please follow us at
Hashtag usually.
But yeah, there's something to that.
I agree with Steven. I think it's it's always going to be changing. It's it's always going to be changing.
Yeah.
You're going to have like I guess as an example.
Do you like the music of today?
I do. Post Malone, love him.
Yeah.
I think he's awesome. JT's new song, I saw JT. Well, it's not an old song, but JT and Chris Stapleton, that was awesome. Chris Stapleton, he's sweet. These are all new
That's
people.
that's one of the only people I'll listen to like of country.
Some of I'm not gonna even lie. Some Rihanna stuff, it's catchy. There's catchy hooks, and I just like I like that beats.
Right.
Oh, J. Cole, I love his new stuff. His beats are so fresh. I got excited about that one. I can go on, but me personally, I do love the new music. Rock wise, like I said, Highly Suspect or Hailstorm. I love Hailstorm.
Is that what you listen to right now?
I have some of the Hailstorm
Okay.
kick going on right now. Some of the new stuff from Five Finger Death Punch, I like. I'm very open though. I just accept everything. That's me.
I don't know. I like where we're at right now because I like all the new music, but I also like the fact that we've had Michael Jackson, all the 80s
Yeah.
stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then it pretty much stops like at the 50s maybe, like with Dion, and
Yeah,
like
before that, like what
before that, who fucking
they were depressed.
What was that? Yeah,
They were depressed. They were fighting each other in
They
wars
were,
and shit.
they had other important things going
Yeah.
on.
true. So I think we're pretty blessed to be where we're at, and I don't know.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed. I like it. I like all the music going on right now.
I do like listening to some MJ every now and then.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
put it on, man.
Even like, okay, well, not that. Off of that, like the new stuff, like the stupid mumble rap and like the
So there's
Lil Xanny and little like
see,
whatever.
I don't listen to Lil Xanny, but dude, Gucci Gang by Lil Pump.
Gucci Gang,
That used to be like for a while that was my shit.
I know,
Every time.
but do you like it still?
No.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like shit like that just like gets old real fast. But
It
that's
does.
not every song or every type of music today. But did shit like that come out back in the day?
I bet
wanna
there was.
say-
Do you
I
think
wanna
it
say
did?
so.
Like stupid, like one-off
Yeah.
parody kind of stuff.
Imagine how many punk rock bands there were, like during that punk rock
Oh,
era,
there's a lot.
and like garage bands,
Yeah.
and that came out with stupid fucking songs
Right.
that everybody liked for a little while, but they're just gone.
Dude, what about Weird Al?
He's
That guy.
he stood the test of time.
Right.
Dude.
He's bad but good.
What's
If that
crazy
makes
now?
any
There's
sense.
another Weird Al, Lil Dicky.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
True.
I
True.
never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
They're just another.
Those
one.
songs are funny. Like that's like a comedy
Yeah.
genre of sorts.
and they're
like
both
it's-
super talented. Like,
right. It's like it's kind of like a rap, but it's like more comedic.
yeah.
True.
So
I forgot about him.
yeah,
That's a good point. Yeah,
just another.
that song's so funny. The one with Chris Brown.
yeah.
What's it?
I woke up in Chris Brown's body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like the ending to that song where he's like, he's now in Kylie, not Kylie,
DJ Khaled.
Oh,
Kendall Jenner.
Oh,
yeah.
Kendall.
Kendall Jenner.
Yeah, Kendall Jenner body. Like I'm exploring this right now.
Right. I have a vagina.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. What do you guys listen to right now?
Right now, I got quite a bit. So I got J. Cole running. I always have Kid Cudi going on at some point.
Is he still relevant?
Dude,
or-
Kid Cudi?
I love Kid Cudi. I'm a huge Kid Cudi fan.
Is he still a thing?
Yeah, he just came out with an album with Kanye West. It's all right. There's, yeah,
Oh, I forgot
Seriously?
about this.
yeah, seriously,
Interesting.
yeah. They came out with an album. Some of it's kind of interesting, but there's some good songs on there. On top of that, I do got rock. I have right now. I'm listening to kind of like older rock. Riot by 3 Days Grace, and then
Let's
some of
start
the
a riot.
yeah.
A riot.
I got some old. No, it's not old. Probably a year or
Is this
two.
a playlist?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right now I got some Hailstorm that's running through, and then that's pretty much it at the moment. I mean, it fluctuates, but that's the only thing I can think of top off my head
Mm-hmm.
going on right now.
You go next because I asked the question. I'll go last.
All right. So like, I told you I like rock,
Yeah.
but like I haven't been able to find like it's getting far and few between like new stuff coming out and like newer bands and whatnot. Like I said, hip hop has surpassed rock
Yeah.
for the first time. So it's obviously like by numbers it's declining.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously there's new shit out there, but I've been on a kick of like alternative music the past few years. So like 21 Pilots, like
Churches?
Fratellis,
I like
the
that.
Fratellis, like that kind of alternative. Would you call that alternative? Alternative changes between decades, so it's
Yeah, it
weird to
does.
call it alternative. Kind of like the indie alternative stuff,
Yeah.
like the kind of upbeat instrumental.
It's more like it's almost more vocal, more artistic.
Yeah,
Ish.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just upbeat. So I like listening to that lately. Like 93.3, if you guys ever listen to 93.3.
Nope. I'll add it today though to my radio station.
For people that want, just are not familiar with that, it's the alternate AZ station
Yeah,
here in the valley.
the one that Campfield's on, right?
Ian Compfield in the morning. Well, not in the morning anymore. Afternoon. Florence and the Machine. I love Florence and the Machine. She's got a talented voice. Oh, I'm not. Oh, sorry. Adele. Love Adele too. Sorry. Go for it.
I would say Adele's pop, right?
Yeah, I want to say so.
I don't know about you guys, but she speaks to my soul.
Yeah.
That
Dude, that lady's so talented.
the album 21 or whatever that she did.
That's the very first one, no?
I think so.
Yeah.
That thing killed it on the charts. I was looking at shit like albums sold.
Yeah.
And Adele is like one of the only ones of our generation that are even in the top of albums sold.
I think like going back way back to your like thing that music is like kind of dying. I think like
Music isn't dying.
Not-
It's still
okay.
on the uptick.
maybe like instruments and like
Yeah.
skills, I
Right.
guess. I think if you're super skillful, like Adele, dude, she doesn't do it like she doesn't do like press tours. I feel like I only
She
listen.
sells herself. Like she doesn't need to try.
She's so talented. She just drops an album and goes away.
Yeah.
You know, I think, but going back to the whole skillful thing, all of them are so skilled and talented. It's just they are applying it differently. That's all.
I think there's a lot of people that aren't.
He's the one that said it.
Oh,
I think there's a lot of people that aren't.
this
skilled
fear
right
is
now.
getting to me right now.
I feel like I could honestly release an album and be fucking get
Well,
tattoos on my face and be good to go.
You could
Let's do
release
it.
a song on YouTube and definitely be popular.
Yeah,
we got the recording equipment.
SoundCloud, bro.
Dude, what was that song? Rebecca Black, Friday?
Yeah,
That girl's probably rich right now.
super rich.
From one song.
She had a follow-up song, and then that made money too because everybody wanted to know what Rebecca Black was doing.
Right. Bad publicity is good publicity.
Yeah,
Telling you.
we could do that. Real easy.
What about you? What's your
What's
your playlist look like?
dude? It's all. There's so much variety right now.
So you only listen on YouTube?
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's just okay.
Yeah, what is your like music service of choice?
YouTube.
Spotify.
Spotify? Yeah. I think Pandora is mine.
Really?
And I don't mix stations, I just pick genres. It's like alternative or rock or this.
My highest listened to one right now is trap rap.
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah. But so my thing is I like to listen to a lot of live stuff right now.
Ooh, I got you on that. Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So I'm going like with people that are kind of no names, like Kaleo. Fuck, I don't know how it goes. Okay, and then Sean James, you guys will know them. And then I'm really getting into some like hardcore rap. So I've been listening to a lot of Meek Mill.
That
A
sounds-
lot of Meek Mill. Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't know.
Really?
Dude, that's my go-to song now if I want to get hyped up to like.
Just drop a beat after we finish.
Okay, I will. But then, I don't know why, but I'm getting into southern rock. It's not country, and it's not like it's not blues.
Bluegrass? Like
It might be
hell is
bluegrass.
that?
Like it's
is there a banjo in there?
there actually might be.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know why. I feel like blues and southern rock just speak to my soul.
Dude, blues is awesome.
I feel like I'm reincarnated. Like I feel like I was first born in like Louisiana or Alabama or something.
You are the wrong color of skin, my
I
brother.
know. I got reincarnated.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie. I've been having a Backstreet Boys stuck in my head.
Oh God.
Everybody.
So you're on like a hip hop rap.
Yeah.
I-
Rock your
I also was listening to
body.
Frank
Shut this kid up.
Sinatra.
Yeah.
Mute his mic.
Click.
I know this is
Backstreet Boys.
kind of not relevant because, like you said, nobody buys albums anymore.
Yeah.
But let's just list a few of the top albums.
That's a good one.
Jesus.
Number 1, Michael Jackson, Thriller.
I think all those songs though were like legit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there are people that have produced albums that every song is great.
But that's Michael Jackson. Like that's the top person.
Why?
ever,
Why isn't there?
ever.
Why? Where is the new Michael Jackson?
His name is
And who is it?
Bruno Mars.
Lil Xan?
Bruno Mars or JT.
I feel like we won't know
Until after.
Until afterwards.
That's a good point.
Or I mean, like, I guess you could look at their like albums and their sales. Is it even close to Michael Jackson? I mean, I know it's been a long time for him, but
But how can you compare that now? But going back to, the whole fact of people don't. When iTunes came out,
yeah.
you only you only want to buy that one song and that's
song.
it.
Was it cheaper to buy the album than all the songs?
It was
Yes.
It was.
Because it was like $2 per song.
It was
It was like
99
99
cents.
I thought it
Initially,
was $2. I thought it was
No.
$1.99.
It was $1 for a song.
Yeah.
When it started, now it's not. I don't think it's $1 anymore.
But it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. It's
Yeah,
just, you know,
the format has changed.
yeah,
Right.
So maybe we can't compare it anymore.
It's like
But then there's Michael Jackson.
right.
There's also like Michael Jordan.
But all of it sells.
You're gonna compare every basketball player is compared to Michael Jordan.
True.
Yeah. I see.
That no one's gonna be Michael Jordan.
But
one's
no
gonna be
one.
Michael Jackson.
But people that like if LeBron James played when Michael Jackson played, it's a totally different game.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah, it's
Like the
It's a whole different game.
It's a different era. It's like music is different now.
Right.
So you can't compare.
LeBron might like dunk all over Michael Jordan.
Right.
But we won't know, and people will always say that he's the greatest.
Right.
UFC.
UFC?
You've got some people back in the day. They're like, "Oh, they're the chance," but the game has changed so much ever since then. It's
Except for GSP, bro. He's still fucking knocking people
And
out.
UFC is still relatively new. in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
It's been around since the early 90s.
But I mean,
Compared to boxing,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
compared to
sweet
like
science.
any other sport in general, the 90s is pretty new.
Frisbee golf is a little bit more new.
Fucking hobby.
It's been recognized by the Olympics as a sport.
Is it
Adam,
gonna
what-
be in the Olympics?
It's been recognized.
What the fuck does that mean?
Adam West is gonna go kill you.
Dude. If you can make money off a hobby, more power to you.
Yeah.
The Eagles, greatest hits, number 2. Billy Joel, number 3.
It's not gonna.
Led Zeppelin, number 4. Pink Floyd, The Wall, number 5.
Not all those songs are legit.
He's got a good point.
All in all,
Okay.
All in all.
I could fuck with AC/DC every single song.
you what?
Fuck with?
What does that mean? Like sex? Have sex with someone?
Yeah, dude.
What are you saying?
He'll throw down.
TNT is my shit when I'm about to have sex, dude.
Oi! Oi! I'm dynamite. AC/DC number 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, after this, we're going to be starting our own rock group called the Yup Life Rock Group. The podcast will be featuring...
I don't like that you specifically chose rock as a genre. We're gonna do everything.
Triggered. Triggered.
Triggered. We're gonna do everything.
Garth
Why
Brooks.
hasn't there been a group or a band that has multiple genres spanning one album?
Dude, we could be the first.
Like electronic, hip hop.
Oh my God. We got to cut this out. Do not put this in the recording. We don't want people to steal our ideas.
Out, dude. Like
How cool!
rock,
How
just
cool would that be?
everything?
Like,
That
what
would
if
be
you
super
what if you
dope.
heard Drake just like bust out a guitar,
And then do some country.
or like just bust it, or like just start mixing on a turntable?
Dude, I don't know.
Why not?
I know.
Like, I know he's not like talented in those aspects, but
Speaking of turntable, one of the best people I ever saw, I think, Joey, I think you're going to probably agree with me. You were there too. Lil Jon.
oh damn!
Lil
I was
Jon.
not there.
You weren't there?
I saw him twice.
Oh, did you really?
I saw him at Lost Lake too.
Oh, did you?
Fucking lit.
Lil Jon's
I
a
heard.
sweet ass DJ.
He played at Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Dude, like that was the one that I didn't go to, and I regret it. I still see photos to this day about that one.
Everyone was there. And it was
Everybody.
banging.
It was crazy.
For those who don't know, Lil Jon doesn't rap anymore. He turns his rap songs into EDM music, and he DJs
And it's pretty sweet. It's a good time.
Hard, I bet.
because it's like the nostalgia of his old songs mixed into like the new EDM electronic music. It's banging.
God dang it, dude.
Anyways,
All right, so it's number 7, Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks. That's probably the newer one on
Holy
the top
crap.
10 here, right?
Does it give a date?
No, Double Live is the
Would man.
2 CD set. Whoa. Fleetwood Mac, number 8. Shania Twain, number 9.
Oh,
Dude, look how
wow.
hot she was.
She's
wow.
attractive.
Holy.
Was?
I don't remember Shania Twain though.
Let's see what she looks like now.
Pardon us.
How do you spell?
Shania. Joey is typing Shania.
Dude, are you sure this is only 5%?
I had a
What the
stroke.
fuck?
Now Google says I Twain.
I had a stroke.
Oh, she still look good, bro.
Canadian.
Hey,
Hey.
the Beatles.
The Beatles.
The Beatles are only number 10. How have we not?
They have definitely revolutionized a bunch of course, because they were like the whole. I think they're the first ones to actually be like the whole fangirl and everything, and then they come over to the U.S. They were just
They're huge.
Guns N' Roses. They're popular. I mean, of course they're popular. They're
Bro,
huge. Whitney
was
Houston.
super talented.
Dude, this is a movie soundtrack
what the fuck?
as number 12 on the most sold albums. The Bodyguard.
Wow.
The Bodyguard. Kevin Costner.
Just a troubled soul.
No.
Boston. Elton John. Garth Brooks.
15, 16,
The Beatles again.
Good for Garth.
Alanis Morissette.
17.
Is
What?
she still alive?
Oh, the Bee Gees. 18. Number 18.
The
19.
Eagles.
Hotel California. 20.
Hootie and the Blowfish. Led Zeppelin. Metallica.
22.
Self-titled
Metallica.
album. Bob Marley.
Ooh, love me some Bob Marley. 23.
Bruce Springsteen.
24.
Journey.
25.
Pink Floyd.
26.
That makes sense because this is like when you had to buy albums.
Well, yeah. Now,
Yeah, you don't.
like, let's scroll down to see if anybody in the past 15 to 20 years are on this top 50 list. Matchbox 20. That's still kind of 90s ish, right? Maybe early 2000s.
Probably early.
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny G. Jewel,
For 46, I
Dixie
believe.
Chicks, Def Leppard, Boyz II Men, Bon Jovi. None of these are like even relevant.
Again, to get laid.
Pearl Jam,
Boyz II Men.
38.
Springsteen, Backstreet Boys,
30 at number
36.
36.
Steve Miller,
35.
Meatloaf,
33.
Meatloaf.
I think I had that on cassette.
Bro, Garth fucking Brooks is
He's
freaking bang.
yeah. He's
This Britney Spears.
at 31. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Tell me you didn't love that song and or Britney Spears
Her?
in
Yes.
that time period.
Yes, sir.
Backstreet Boys.
Oh, there we go. Go down. There it is.
I told you, like,
Adele, dude.
didn't I say like
29,
Adele is like the only one on the top 50 that is within this
That's how crazy talented she is.
decade or two.
She's very, very talented.
And that's middle of the road. It's number 29, right there with the Beatles and Santana and Pink Floyd.
I wish I was that talented, dude.
But
You are talented.
Thank you.
Just
But
in
you don't-
different
you don't-
ways.
At getting
like-
black eyes.
you don't think successful musician and you think Adele, do you?
You know why? Because she doesn't do she's not in the media all the time. I like when you say successful artist, I always think Beyonce and Jay-Z, but they're not
Like
even on here.
when I ask you who is the most successful artist in this moment right now, what comes to mind?
Drake.
I would say Drake. Like in a heartbeat. Drake or like, nah, maybe not Kanye anymore.
I just know
Not
that P.
Kanye.
Diddy has a bunch of money.
We went over that in an episode. It was like,
Did we?
Yeah.
But I think Drake.
But he's not relevant.
He's not relevant.
Right.
Yeah, I guess it comes down to
Like musical artists.
we're thinking about
Drake.
but we're automatically thinking about value. Money.
Right. It's like
Yeah.
in your head all the time. Like
You
who
see
pops up in news, media, radio.
It has to be
YouTube,
Drake.
yeah.
He owns everything.
Right.
He owns the world right now. And then maybe like Bruno Mars and then whatever other pop people. Damn, dude. Imagine being Drake right now.
But Adele is hitting it off better than anyone else,
Yeah.
apparently. Isn't that
feel like
weird
you gotta
that
say something.
that she actually made it on that top 50 list of everyone that's pre-2000
Yeah, dude.
or ish?
That's how fucking bomb she is. All I Ask is one of my favorite songs of all time. If you guys
What are you
have not
asking?
heard it.
Oh,
It's her song title.
is it Adele?
Yeah, it's a deli.
For our listeners, if you guys just give us some comments because music is very
Opinionated.
it's very opinionated. A lot of people are very passionate, like me, that can't. I don't know. I get a little offensive at things when it comes to this stuff. But it's very it's like Joey said, it is a very opinionated thing. So give us your opinions and everything, what you think.
Dude, what I want is tag your go-to song of right now, and I want to listen to that shit.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, give us your go-to song. I like that.
Yeah,
That's great. Yeah.
True.
go-to song. I want to listen to it.
Either we're going to post an Instagram picture, you can put it on there, or the Facebook post.
Yeah.
The weekly Facebook post.
Anything.
Just give us a holla.
Hell yeah.
Holla
Speaking
at
of
you.
holla, that Holla Back Girl song.
Ain't no holla back, girl. Oh, sorry. I got excited.
Gwen Stefani?
Gwen Stefani.
Terrible.
What?
Dude, she was super hot.
She had
though.
2 songs.
Oh, Gwen Stefani. But what about
But
No Doubt?
Oh, yeah.
Spiderwebs.
Oh yeah, dude.
You remember playing that song on
It's catchy.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I like singing that song.
And with that,
We out.
Cause she
thanks for tuning in to the Yup Life.
If you enjoyed it, leave us a rating and a review on iTunes, or just follow us at the Up Life Podcast.
We're on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, iTunes, and Google Play Music.
Stay yuppie.